And now with the new artist, we start with the differences between bacteria and viruses. While they do the same harm, they have different types of characteristics to them. And that is a little bacteria that Alexis is drawing, which looks pretty mean. But they're mean, but also viruses are too. And they have each their own type of lethal ways of getting to our bodies. Bacteria are unicellular, and while viruses also have a different type of DNA in them that they have the lysogenic and lytic cycle, which is the way that they get into us. But they have basically are just a casing of something of not something of proteins around them, while bacteria cause diseases. Well, actually, they both cause disease. They have different types of ways to getting into us and hurting us. However, bacteria can be killed, and they both carry enzymes in them. And now we are on to systems of the body. Each different system has its own job to do. They are they have their own type of tissues, of course, organs. The first one is the circulatory system, which is responsible for pumping blood throughout the body and through the heart and keeping it beating. Without the circulatory system, we would not be, alive. Its main organs are the heart and the arteries, and it distributes blood and O2. On the blood, there's always oxygen and eliminates the CO2 that we have in our blood system. This next system is the. Actually, I'm not very sure. I'm not sure which system this is. Let's see what Alexis draws. It might be the digestive system. Digestive system is another important system. Well, actually, they all are in our body. It helps digest food and takes in the nutrients that we need. As she says, it ingests food, of course. Our next system is the endocrine system, which some of the main glands in it, because it's manages hormones and produces them, is a thyroid gland. And if that gets out of whack, you usually gain a lot of weight due to the fact that the thyroid gland controls that hormone, and it distributes the hormones in the body. This next system is the immune system, and it protects against the diseases that we have against us, as the viruses and the bacteria that comes at us, and it helps take them out. And one of the main ones is the white blood cells, which fight off diseases in our blood and in our body. The next system is the lymphatic system, which filters our not water, waste, and assists with the immune system. One of the main organs in that is the kidneys and liver, I think. This next system is not the Marshmallow Man. That is the drawing for the muscular system. The muscular system helps with voluntary and involuntary movement, and well, it allows us to move. Basically, if we didn't have muscles, we wouldn't be moving, and well, we'd just be kind of skin and bones. If you get that reference, then 10 points. The next system is the reproductive system that allows us to reproduce and, have babies and carry on our lineage. Um, you guys know the main organs for that. Don't have to explain anything about that. Um, this is this system is the respiratory system, which allows us to breathe and take in oxygen, which is then taken by our blood cells and take out oxygen. Excuse the kind of graininess. I don't know what went wrong. Maybe it wasn't focused correctly, but that's a pair of lungs, which is a main part, not main part, a main organ in our respiratory system. And this system is our skeletal system, as our lovely artist Alexis is drawing a skull and ribs and everything that has to do with our skeletal system. It gives us support and just helps us. That's what attaches our muscles attached to. And it also protects our organs, the GI tract, the heart and lungs, and it also produces red blood cells in the marrow, which is an important part of the circulatory system. So all systems really have to go together, and you can't just have one system by itself. And this very last system, yay, we're almost done, is the urinary system. It expels waste from our body through, it also works with the kidneys and takes out anything that we don't need. And this very last part is DNA replication. DNA replication is an important part of cell division, and this all happens usually during mitosis or meiosis. What happens is that the DNA double helix splits apart and it has one RNA. And the RNA then has messenger RNA, which is that big glob, and it goes through there and it shows the tRNA what is in there, what is on the DNA, the A's, the C's, the G's, the T's, and then it makes a codon directly the same to the opposite of it, which then transfers to amino acids, and that is how protein. It's also part of protein synthesis, but it also makes a new DNA. Credits. It was directed by who was Lacey Rice. Lacey Rice, she's the best. She helped do this. Isn't she just amazing? Recorded by Callie. Cece, Callie, you know, same name. Aren't these drawings just amazing? I mean, I wonder what they were done by. Oh, well, as Alexis is writing, art by Alexis and Emma. Emma's the first half, Alexis is the second half. And there's Emma's hand. Stop. Stop. And questions done by me, Monica. Also, voiceover.